McLaren has undeniably become the team to watch in the thrilling world of Formula 1, reminiscent of Aston Martin's incredible early season form. With a series of game-changing updates and a relentless pursuit of excellence, the iconic team has experienced a massive impact on its performance and standings in the championship. Their sudden surge in performance has caught the attention of fans and rivals alike. Whilst many had hoped for Aston Martin's continued improvement as the season unfolded, it hasn't materialized as expected. However, McLaren is determined to not follow a similar path and has devised a strategic plan to maintain their position as podium contenders. Over the last 3 races, McLaren's F1 team has showcased remarkable performances, with a notable 4th place finish by Lando Norris in Austria, followed by a podium finish at Silverstone and impressive 4th and 5th place finishes at the Hungaroring. The team's upgrades have undoubtedly played a crucial role in their recent success. What sets McLaren apart is their ability to perform well across various types of tracks. Silverstone, a mid to low downforce circuit, demands exceptional straight line speed and grip in high speed corners. On the other hand, the Hungaroring requires more downforce due to its short straights and low to mid speed corners. Following his successful podium finish at Silverstone, Norris was initially apprehensive about his chances at the Hungaroring, considering McLaren's previous struggles in low speed corners. However, the team pleasantly surprised everyone during qualifying, securing the 2nd row on the grid, with Norris just missing out on pole position by a fraction of a second. This strong qualifying performance at the track they expected to struggle with further emphasizes McLaren's potential. McLaren's consistency and adaptability across different track types are essential factors in their ongoing success. With their strategic approach to car development and exceptional driver lineup, McLaren seems poised to be a formidable force in the sport, and their performances will undoubtedly be closely watched by fans and competitors alike. Despite the Hungaroring's reputation as a downforce-heavy venue, Norris and other drivers noted that it features a medium-speed circuit layout, with corners taken at middling gears. This characteristic may have contributed to McLaren's impressive showing in qualifying in the race. After qualifying in Hungary, Lando Norris expressed his concerns about certain corners that could pose challenges for McLaren throughout the rest of the Formula 1 season. Despite their impressive performance at the Hungaroring, Norris acknowledged that some specific corners, particularly chicances like Turn 1 and Turn 12, were areas where the team struggled, causing them to lose time compared to their competitors. However, Norris also emphasized that Budapest, often considered a slow-speed circuit, actually leans more towards a medium-speed layout, and they were able to demonstrate their competitiveness, finishing just 0.08 of a second behind the pole position. Looking ahead, Norris and the McLaren team anticipate facing difficulties at track with slow-speed corners, including Spa-Francorchamps, where Turn 1, known as La Source, can be challenging. I think the thing is that everyone says Budapest is a slow-speed circuit, but really I'd say it's a lot closer to medium speed. You never even use the 2nd gear around the whole circuit, nor is suggested. The slower speed is where we struggle, so where we're worst is in the chicane, Turn 1 and Turn 12. That's where we lose a lot of our time. I think it's clear that we've got some weaknesses, and those weaknesses are going to show in certain places, even in Spa, where we're going to struggle at certain places even more, like Turn 1. I'm really scared of Turn 1 in Spa, but yeah, there's many other things which are obviously very positive, and if we're still here and under a 10th of pole position. Despite these weaknesses, McLaren remains optimistic about their overall performance, focusing on their positive aspects and competitiveness in various situations. Notably, McLaren aims to continue improving as the season progresses, rather than diverting their attention to next year's cars during the summer break, which is common among some teams. With the technical regulations remaining unchanged for the foreseeable future, McLaren plans to keep introducing upgrades to elevate their position on the grid. Their recent upgrades, including revised side pods, altered bodywork around the engine cover and a new floor design, have already shown promising results. These enhancements have propelled McLaren from a midfield team to strong contenders in the best of the rest category, with back-to-back podium finishes in Austria. This newfound momentum has instilled confidence in the team, driving them to further optimize their car's performance for the remaining races. Despite Fernando Alonso acknowledging a decline in their competitiveness, dropping from 2nd fastest to 5th, McLaren remains steadfast in their determination to close the gap and challenge for podium positions. At Silverstone, McLaren introduced the first stage of their upgrade package, which included a new front wing, nose and an evolved rear suspension. This upgrade proved to be highly successful as Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri secured 2nd and 3rd positions on the grid, ultimately finishing the race in 2nd and 4th places, respectively. The team had initially planned the 3rd stage of the upgrade for the Hungarian Grand Prix, but faced delays in production, pushing its implementation to subsequent races, especially after the summer shutdown. Andrea Stella, the team principal, explained that the Austria parts constituted about 50% of the overall upgrade, while Silverstone's parts contributed to another 25%. However, due to the extended lead times in production, they had to wait for additional components to complete the full upgrade. As a result, around 25% of the planned upgrade package was still pending, expected to appear on the car in time for the Dutch Grand Prix, potentially posing a threat to Red Bull's dominance on Max Verstappen's home turf. Nonetheless, McLaren remains proactive in their development efforts, recognizing that the stable regulations for 2024 will allow them to carry over much of this year's learning to the next season. CEO Zak Brown emphasized their commitment to continuous development and improvement. He mentioned that they have more significant developments in the pipeline for later on in this year, indicating a relentless pursuit of performance gains. We're head down, we're full throttle, we have more developments coming. We'll have some big stuff later in the year, and I think we just keep pushing. McLaren's current position also provides them with a strategic advantage. After the Canadian Grand Prix, the aero testing restrictions were recalculated, and McLaren's relatively poor start to the season worked in their favour. They now have more testing time in the second half of the year compared to the first half, unlike rivals such as Red Bull and Mercedes. This additional testing time, around 95% of the baseline, gives McLaren a substantial lead over their competitors, with Red Bull having only 63% and Mercedes trailing even further behind. Despite their advantageous position, McLaren remains cautious and determined, acknowledging the unpredictability of Formula 1. They are fully aware of the potential for rapid changes in performance, as exemplified by teams like Alfa Romeo and Williams, who have shown considerable improvements over the course of the season. With the championship battle still ongoing, McLaren is not taking anything for granted and is pushing ahead with full throttle, determined to make the most of their current momentum and build a strong foundation for future success in Formula 1. McLaren finds themselves in an enviable position to continue their rapid improvement, outpacing their competitors in the Formula 1 grid. The team's introduction of the first 2 stages of a significant 3-step update involving substantial changes to the car's aerodynamic components has yielded impressive results. McLaren's recent form has allowed them to surpass even the dominant Mercedes team, as acknowledged by a Mercedes team's principal, Toto Wolff, who believes the McLaren gained around 1 second per lap with their unexpected update. He said, "You can see how McLaren has leapfrogs everybody else with an update they didn't expect to come in that powerful." Although McLaren's performance gains have been remarkable, there is a difference of opinion regarding the actual lap time improvement achieved. Andrea Stella, the team's principal, stated that they had not performed a precise numerical estimate, but acknowledged that the gains were substantial, although not as much as 1 second per lap suggested by Wolff. Stella attributes part of McLaren's success to the development of the car, which has also had a positive impact on tyre behaviour, providing them with further lap time benefits. Adding to their advantages, McLaren's benefits from the introduction of a new tyre construction at Silverstone, which has created challenges for competitors like Aston Martin and Red Bull. Alongside the new upgrades and tyre benefits, McLaren also boasts a massive testing advantage over other teams, which has contributed to their stronger performance this season. Furthermore, the team has recently completed the construction of a new wind tunnel, set to go live in the coming months. This new facility will enhance their development capabilities significantly. Before utilizing their own wind tunnel, McLaren had to rely on Toyota's facility in Cologne, Germany, which created logistical challenges in sending parts for testing and development. The new wind tunnel will streamline this process and give McLaren a competitive edge in their continuous pursuit of improvement. With a more competitive car, ample testing time, and the state-of-the-art facilities, McLaren's trajectory seems to be heading towards a return to the top of Formula 1. The team's talented drivers Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri have shown great promise, and their potential for success can be likened to the achievements of McLaren's iconic duo of Senna and Prost in the late 1980s and early 1990s. As the season progresses, all eyes will be on McLaren to see if they can maintain their upward trajectory and challenge the dominant forces in Formula 1. With their current momentum and strong focus on continuous development, McLaren's future looks promising, and their resurgence as a formidable contender in the sport may very well be on the horizon. Thank you for watching this video. like and subscribe to the channel and let us know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below.